If stairs make your knees feel old, weak, or sharp, it's not just age. Most of the time, it's because your knee is doing jobs your ankles and hips stopped doing years ago, quietly without you noticing. Do this right now, before anything else. Stand up, place one foot on the first step, and start to step up slowly. If your knee caves inward even a little, where you feel the pressure only in the front of the knee, your body is missing a simple support pattern. Here's the quick fix you can feel today. Keep your whole foot heavy on the step and press 3 points down at the same time. The base of the big toe, the base of the little toe, and the heel like a tripod. Then gently guide your knee outward so it tracks over your middle toes, not inside them. Step up again. Most men feel the pressure move away from the kneecap instantly because the load spreads into the foot and the hip where it belongs. One safety note before we go further. If you have swelling, locking, a recent pop, or sharp sudden pain, get checked. This video is for the common problem most older men have. Stairs feeling painful because the pattern and the support system are missing. Today we fix it in a simple order you can follow. First, we restore ankle movement. Then we wake up the foot tripod. Then we turn the hip back on. Then I'll show you the monk stair pattern that protects the joint, especially on the way down. And finally, you'll get a 30-day blueprint that rebuilds confidence without a gym, without machines, and without living on painkillers. By the end, stairs won't feel like a test. They'll feel like something you control again. Here's the reality most men never hear. The knee is a hinge. It hates being the main engine. It wants help from the ankle below and the hip above. When those helpers go quiet, the knee pays the bill on every step and every staircase. So we start with the most honest test you can do in 20 seconds. Take your shoes off. Stand facing a wall. Put your big toe about 4 inches from a wall. Keep your heel down and try to touch the wall with your knee. If your heel lifts or your knee can't reach without twisting, your ankle is stiff. And a stiff ankle forces the knee to take extra stress every time you climb, and even more when you go down. That's why stairs can feel sharp in the front of the knee. Your knee is being pushed into a job it wasn't built to do. Think of it like a door hinge that's forced to twist because the frame is crooked. The hinge isn't weak. It's being used wrong. If you fail that wall test, don't hunt fancy drills. Do the same movement gently. Knee toward wall, heel stays down, then back off. 10 slow reps. Move your foot back half an inch and do 10 more. Stop before sharp pain. This isn't forcing. This is reopening a door that's been stuck for years. Many men notice within a week that stairs feel less pinchy because the knee isn't compensating as hard. And if you want a second proof that's even simpler, do this. The next time you go downstairs, notice if your heel touches late. If you land toe first and the heel slaps after, that's often a sign your ankle and calf aren't controlling the motion well. That slap turns into a shock wave up the knee. Now we fix the second hidden problem, the foot that forgot how to support you. Most men walk on a dead foot and don't realize it because shoes hide it. When the foot collapses inward, the knee collapses inward. Then the front of the knee takes the hit. So here's a simple 1-minute reset you can do while brushing your teeth. Barefoot. Press 3 points into the floor at once. Big toe base, little toe base, and heel. Keep all 3. Then gently twist the floor outward with your foot without actually moving it. You'll feel the arch and the outer lower leg wake up. That's not about a pretty arch. That's about giving your knee a stable foundation so it stops wobbling on every step. Now the third missing piece, the hip that stopped guiding the leg. Your outer hip muscles keep the thighs centered so the knee tracks cleanly. When they're asleep, your knee drifts inward and forward, and the kneecap area starts to complain. Here's the fast way to turn the hip back on without a gym. Stand feet hip width, slight bend in the knees. Push your hips back a little, like you're closing a car door with your backside. Now, keep the tripod foot and imagine you're spreading the floor apart with your feet without moving them. Hold for 20 seconds. Rest. Do it 3 times. That's control. And control is what makes an older knee feel younger, because it removes the shaky, collapsing pattern that turns stairs into pain. Now here's the part most men miss, and it explains why knee pain can feel random. The knee often hurts the worst when you're tired, rushed, or distracted. Not because the joint suddenly got worse, but because your pattern falls apart when your brain is busy. That's why monks look calm when they move. Calm movement is stable movement. If you rush stairs while carrying something, your foot loses the tripod, your hip stops guiding, and the knee dives inward. That's the moment you feel that sharp front knee sting. So your goal isn't to never feel anything. Your goal is to make the safe pattern so automatic that it stays even when you're tired. Now, the part most men miss. Going downstairs is often the real knee killer, not going up. Going down is the braking part. If you can't brake smoothly, your body drops and the knee absorbs impact. Do this quick check. Walk down a few steps slowly. If your foot slaps, if you hear loud thuds, or if the knee feels like it catches, you're missing braking control. That's not a life sentence. It's trainable, but you train it with slow, quiet steps, not with pushing through pain. Here's a small one you can use today. On your next staircase, plant more of your foot, not just the front half. Keep the tripod. Keep the knee tracking over the middle toes. And lean slightly forward from the hips when you step up, so the hip shares the work instead of dumping it all into the knee. Most men feel less kneecap pressure instantly because the load moves backward into the glute. That's the whole theme of monk knees. The knee never fights alone. If stairs hurt most when you start moving after sitting, don't power through the first few steps. Use the first 3 steps as practice reps. Short step, whole foot, quiet, hip-led. Those first 3 steps often decide how the knee feels for the rest of the climb. In the next section, you'll learn the monk stair pattern itself and one tiny adjustment on the way down that often removes that sharp front knee feeling in under a minute. The next time you're near stairs, do this once and you'll feel the difference immediately. Put one foot on a step and pause. Before you move, check 3 things. Is your whole foot on the step, or are you balancing on the front half? Is your knee pointing where your middle toes point, or is it drifting inward? And are you staying upright like a pole, or leaning slightly forward from the hips so the hip can help? That's the monk pattern in plain English. It's not mystical, it's mechanical. The biggest difference is step length. Most modern men take long reaching steps. Long steps push the knee forward and load the front of the joint. Shorter steps keep the load closer to your center and pull more work into the hip and calf. So here's the rule. Step closer than you think. Put your foot down sooner. Keep your shin more upright. Try one long step, then one shorter step. Long step often feels like the kneecap takes the hit. Short step often feels like the hip does the work. That shift is protection. And for older knees, protection is everything. You're not trying to win stairs. You're trying to make stairs boring again. Now apply the foot tripod on stairs, not just on the floor. Press the big toe base and the little toe base into the step while keeping the heel heavy. If you lose the little toe base, you collapse inward. If you lose the big toe base, you drift outward and twist. You want both. As you rise, imagine you're pushing the step down and slightly away from you, not just pushing yourself up. That tiny away cue wakes up the outer hip so the knee tracks cleanly. It feels small, but many men feel relief fast because the knee stops drifting inside. Now the most important idea for older knees. The hip should lift you. The knee should follow. Most men climb like the knee is the motor. That's when you feel that front knee strain. So do this simple check. Put your hand on your glute. Step up with your usual style. If your glute barely tightens, your knee is taking the job. Now step again with a slight forward lean from the hips and a gentle glute squeeze as you rise. You'll feel the work move backward. When you feel the glute turn on, your knee usually feels less threatened. Now add one more monk trick that older men love because it's instantly noticeable. Use the handrail correctly. Most people grab it when they already feel pain. Instead, use it lightly as a balance tool to keep your knee tracking clean. Touch it with fingertips, not a death grip. The goal isn't to pull yourself up with your arms. The goal is to keep your body steady so the knee doesn't wobble. A steady body means a steadier knee. Now the descent, because this is where people get sharp pain. Here's the monk rule for going down: quiet feet. If your foot hits the step loudly, you dropped. If you can make it quiet, you controlled it. Step down one step slowly. Land with as much of your foot as the step allows, not just the toes. Keep the tripod. Keep the knee tracking. And here's the tiny adjustment that often changes everything. As soon as your foot touches the step, make your heel heavy immediately. Don't land toe first and let the heel slam after. That toe then slam pattern sends a shock up the knee. If the step is shallow and you can't fit the whole foot, turn your foot slightly outward so more of the sole contacts the step. Many men feel that sharp front knee sting reduce because the load spreads through the foot instead of jolting into the kneecap. Now remove the trap that ruins good mechanics: rushing. Speed forces shortcuts. Shortcuts mean the knee caves and drops. If you're in pain, slow down before you strengthen. Control first, then load. Here's a 2-minute drill that builds monk control without equipment. Find a staircase and use the rail lightly. Step up 1 step and pause for 1 second. Step down and pause for 1 second. Do 5 cycles. Your goal is quiet feet and clean knee tracking. If you feel the front of the knee burning, your knee is still leading. If you feel glute and thigh working together, you're sharing load. For men who say, "My stairs are too steep." If your stairs are steep, your step length must be even shorter and your pause must be even calmer. On steep stairs, long steps are a trap. They force the knee forward. So on steep stairs, think smaller step, more whole foot, more hip. And if you're carrying something heavy, your rule becomes even simpler. Slower feet, quieter feet, and never let the knee dive inward. That's how older knees survive real life, not perfect gym form. In the next section, we build the hidden strength monks get from daily life. So your knee doesn't just move better, it feels stronger and more reliable day after day. Here's a quick check that explains why so many men have weak stairs, even if they're strong in other ways. Stand on one leg and rise onto your toes, then lower down slowly. Count how many clean reps you can do before you wobble or shorten the movement. If you can't reach 10 smooth reps per side, your lower leg is underpowered for daily life. That matters because your calf is not just a lower leg muscle. It's a shock absorber and a brake. It controls how your shin moves over your foot, and that controls how your knee tracks. Monks build this quietly because they walk, climb, descend, and carry with steady repetition. Their knees feel strong because the support system keeps taking its share. Most modern men have one kind of leg strength, push strength. They can drive up, but they don't have enough brake strength. Going downstairs is the braking part. If you can't brake smoothly, your body drops and your knee absorbs impact. So we train braking without drama. Hold a rail. Step down 1 step slowly like you're trying to make no sound. Touch the floor softly. Step back up. Do 5 reps each side. If it feels too intense, use a lower step or more rail support. The height doesn't matter. The control does. Do this a few times a week, and many men stop fearing stairs because the body remembers how to slow itself down. Now, we add tendon tolerance in a safe way, because a lot of knee pain sits under or around the kneecap. Tendons calm down when they get consistent, tolerable load, not random hard workouts. So here's a simple hold that loads the tendon without moving the joint much. Sit on a chair. Put your heel on the floor. Slide the foot slightly back so the knee bends a bit. Now press your foot down into the floor like you're trying to drag it backward without moving it. Hold for 20 seconds. Rest. Do 3 rounds each leg. This often reduces pain sensitivity because it tells the system this area is stable without irritating it with fast motion. Now we keep the ankle opening because if the ankle stays locked, the knee keeps paying. Do your wall ankle rocks again, 10 reps per side, then do 5 slow calf raises right after. That combination is powerful because it restores movement and builds support. And here's an old world habit monks get naturally that modern men don't: time on the floor. Kneeling, rising, shifting weight, living in more than 2 heights. Modern life is chair height and bed height. Knees get fragile when you remove the middle ranges. So here's a safe exposure you can do without pain. Stand next to a sturdy chair. Lower halfway down like you're starting to sit, then stand back up, keeping the knee tracking over the middle toes. Do 5 reps. Next week, go a little deeper if it feels fine. You're teaching the chain to share load again instead of dumping it into one joint. One last rule that keeps this honest. If a movement causes sharp pain, you shrink the range, slow it down, or skip it. This is not about proving toughness. It's about rebuilding reliability. In the next section, we put everything into a 30-day blueprint that feels like a daily ritual, not a workout plan, so your knees get stronger without flare-ups. Strong knees are built by daily signals, not occasional hero workouts. That's the monk advantage. They don't train knees. They live in a way that keeps the helpers awake. This 30-day blueprint is simple, short, and repeatable. It's designed to make stairs feel safer within weeks, not months, without a gym and without machines. Every morning, do a 2-minute wake-up. 10 gentle ankle rocks per side of the wall, heel down. Then 8 slow calf raises, 1 second up, 3 seconds down. That's it. You're telling the ankle and calf, we're active today. Many men notice the first stairs of the morning feel less stiff because the system is turned on before it gets trapped by sitting. During the day, use life as training. Every time you use stairs, use the monk pattern. Shorter steps, tripod foot, knee over middle toes, slight forward lean from the hips when you go up, quiet feet when you go down. You don't need extra sets. You need cleaner reps. If you catch yourself rushing, slow down for just 2 steps, then continue. Those 2 controlled steps teach your body more than rushing 20 steps with bad tracking. Once per day, add 1 minute of hip control. Stand on one leg, slight knee bend, tripod foot, hold for 20 seconds. Switch legs, do 2 rounds. If you wobble, that's fine. Keep the knee tracking. This rebuilds the stability that stops the knee from collapsing inward on stairs. In the afternoon or evening, do the tendon hold from section 3. Chair, heel down, foot slightly back. Press down and hold for 20 seconds. 3 rounds per leg. Keep it firm but not painful. The goal is tolerance, not burning. 2 or 3 times per week, do the break drill. 5 slow step downs per side, holding a rail. Quiet landing. Heel heavy early. If that feels too much, reduce the height. Your goal is control, not depth. This is the piece that makes descending stairs stop feeling like a threat. Now the rules that prevent setbacks, especially for older joints. Don't suddenly add deep squats, jumps, or long downhill walks to test your knee. If you're already irritated, testing is how you flare it up. Build control first. Build tolerance second. And keep your warning signs clear. If you get swelling, locking, a new sharp pain, or pain that worsens week to week, even as you reduce load, get it checked. Respect injury. Monks did. You should too. At 2 weeks, most men notice stairs feel more predictable. Less wobble, less fear, less grabby kneecap sensation. At 30 days, the real win is simple. You stop thinking about your knees. That's what strength feels like. Not power. Reliability. Your knee isn't fighting alone anymore. The ankle moves, the foot supports, the hip guides, and stairs go back to being normal.